Hello, welcome back to you and to myself. I've been off for a couple of weeks. This is a quick video, just a quick update after having started this channel for 1 month now. And the first couple of weeks, I've managed to be quite consistent and posting at least one short video on YouTube every day and one long form video once a week, and that's what I wanted to do. And managing to do that actually gave me, I would call it, let's say, a sense of purpose and a satisfaction. I was quite excited because, as I mentioned before, this project is something that I wanted to do for a long time, and I've kind of tried to do it before, never posting it, never publishing it, but in the process, I was trying to at least write a little episode or do something or try to think about the name, try to think about the logo or whatever it was included in the creative process of this project. And this was actually the first time that I was sticking to my words. As I said, I was really excited, but then life happened, and then I got ill, I got the flu, and for 2 weeks I was unable to post, unable to do anything. I wasn't able to film. I wasn't able to think about what video. And to be fair, I didn't really um, want to either because I was just feeling very bad. Um, and that wall of excitement and consistency and discipline just collapsed on me quite suddenly, and it put me in a very bad mood. Also, I wasn't able to train and work out. Is something that I do regularly. I've been doing it for 1 year and a half, 2 years, every day, Monday to Friday. I work out. That's the first thing that I do in the morning, and that has been a an anchor for me. It has been a great practice to keep my mental sanity in check, and just for my mental well-being, moving my body and just being able to lift weights or running or doing whatever it is, any physical activity, has been a very game changer for me, and kind of a life savior, if I can call it like that. But as I said, not being able to do pretty much anything for 2 weeks, and not being able to continue with this project that it was just starting out, and I had to stop already. I was mm, pretty sad, low mood, quite negative, despite the fact that I I consider myself to be naturally um, positive. But yeah, these 2 weeks, no, they did the complete opposite job. Um, but what I wanted to say is that these 2 weeks have been really good for me to reflect on what was happening. Meaning, I started journaling a little bit, and it's something that I do not regularly, but I try to do at least once a week. But it's important to do it, in my opinion, um, especially in low times. Also, like when something very, like in a great moment, like in a let's say you've got a month or a year or whatever it is, a determined amount of time that everything goes great. I think is a good practice to just take a pause, sit back, and try to understand why everything is going well, and why you're happy. What are the things that make you happy? But at the same time, probably even more important is when during the lows, trying to understand write down and reflect on what are the things that make you feel bad and why. For example, for me, not posting made me feel bad, and I had to trying to understand why. And I got to the point where I realized that I am kind of overproductive, always in my head, trying to be always productive. That doesn't mean that I'm actually productive. That means that in my head, I want to be extremely productive. I want to do things, but it doesn't necessarily translate in actually being productive. Because most of the time, when you try to juggle so many balls at the same time, you are not able to give the needed amount of energy on one task, and you just spread a little bit of energy here and there. And you just don't finalize on anything. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's important to understand what are the things that are putting us down, making us feel bad, and it's important that we understand them, and we try not to fall in the same traps when something happens. I have this tendency that every time I try, as I said, to train regularly or to do something quite regularly. I'm very disciplined. I'm quite disciplined, not in everything, but let's say on training I am, working out I am. And then when I have a week off because I'm sick or something happened, I always feel bad, and I always feel like, oh, now I should be spending time in the gym. I'm not being able to. For example, when I go back home to Italy, I never managed to do it. I never managed to train, and I always feel bad about it. So I actually have three takeaways from these uh, 2 weeks off, and I want to share them with you. And the first one is allowing ourselves to stop, to take a break, take a pause, realizing that it's important. And actually, sometimes we get sick. Our immune system is quite low because there's too much going on in our lives. So it's good sometimes to have a setback and trying to understand what's going on. And as I said, try to enjoy. Yeah, I mean, it's not easy when you're sick, but let's say something else not as bad happens, and then just trying to enjoy uh, the time off. That's the first one. Second one, which is quite contradictory, but is how shall I say? Um, Anyway, is really important. Is as soon as you start feeling better, or as soon as you have the energy and the time to go back into your practice, whatever it is, training, creative practice, anything, just try to take small steps. Give you an example again. So I wasn't able to train. After 3 or 4 days that I was feeling really bad, I tried to do some yoga. So I was literally on YouTube typing down yoga for when you have the cold. And funny enough, there are plenty of videos um, like that. And just moving my body just made me feel quite good again. And so you don't need to just jump right back in, like, okay, I don't feel that well, but anyway I'm gonna go for a 10K run or for a full workout. That's what I used to do, and then again you have another setback because your body and your mind need rest. And the third takeaway, which is probably the most important out of the three, is surrounding yourself with positive people. Sounds quite cliche, um, but it might sound cheesy. I don't know, but that is so important. And actually, what happened to me, as I said, while I wasn't feeling good, I was quite in a bad mood, And out of the blue, my friend texted me and she said, "When are we doing a video call?" Because she was living here with her boyfriend and they moved together to the Netherlands a couple of weeks, a month ago. And pardon me. Uh, and so after she texted me the day after, we had a video call and actually we ended up chatting for 2 hours. And they realized that I was quite in a low mood after couple of weeks of being extremely excited about the podcast, about this channel, about the acting that I'm doing. Um, and she was saying, "It's not possible that you were so high 2 weeks ago and now you're so low." Actually, it is possible. And she knows that. But she was trying to say, like, do something. I don't want you to see, I don't want to see you like that because you're uh, so positive normally, and try to bring yourself back up. And so we finished that conversation, and it was extremely useful, extremely supportive, and very positive. And I put the phone down, and I was already in a different mood, in a much better place. And the day after, on Monday, a couple of days ago, was the first day that I went back into the gym after 2 weeks. And I was talking to this guy. I should call him friend now because it's been quite a few weeks, let's say, that we talk regularly when I go to the gym. He's a creative. He makes music, and he's got a YouTube channel as well. And we were talking about my project, his project, my creative endeavor with the channel, with acting and everything. And he was again so supportive and such a positive influence, to the point that I left the gym and I was in a completely different place compared to where I was just a couple of days prior. So yeah, that's these are the three takeaways, and that's it. I'll try to make a video. I will probably publish a video, uh, probably a bit longer, in a couple of days. And until then, goodbye and take care. And actually, I wanted to say one more thing. I wanted to say thank you to everyone that has subscribed on the channel. And for now, it's just um, 27 people. Uh, and most of them are probably my family and friends. Some of them are not. I know that. And anyway, I just wanted to say thank you, because even though it's a small number, but anyway, you need to earn it. And I just started. I'm really grateful that someone that is just watching the videos that I'm making, and it doesn't really matter at the moment if I have 1 view, 10 views, 100,000, or 10,000, or 1 million. Um, as long as I know that I can bring some goodness to even one person, that for me is enough to give me the courage, the strength, and the energy to keep doing this. Uh, because yes, of course, I'm doing it for me, as I probably mentioned before. Is a creative self expression for me. I'm just trying to improve as a person, as a communicator, and I'm just trying to learn something about myself. But at the same time, I think and I hope that in the thoughts and the things that I'm sharing, um, people could find something positive, and as I call them today, a good takeaways. So that's it. I just wanted to say thank you to this small community, and hopefully we'll grow, and hopefully I will be able to apport enough um, goodness, for lack of better words, and uh, and that's it. Okay, see you soon. Thank you.